everyone, my name is Jay Bhatia and today I am going to teach you how to solve a Rubik's wrench, also known as the 4x4 cube. A 4x4 cube will take longer to solve than a 3x3 cube, as not only do you have to make the centers, but you also have to pair the edges so that it looks like a 3x3 cube and you can solve it. But in this 4x4 cube, there will be another not exactly another, there will be parity cases which does not occur in the 3x3 cube. There are in total, I think, 3 parity cases which you will face while solving this cube. Now the parts are a little different. So as you can see, there are 4 centerpieces, 2 edges. That's the new parts. So 1 edge and 3 new centerpieces. And you also, see, I can move the centers away from their place. So that can be a problem, as you won't know the places where the centers need to be. So you might accidentally put yellow right besides of white. But if you don't know the colors and the exact locations, please refer to either a 7x7 cube, a 5x5 cube, or a 3x3 cube. Now my 3x3 cube has broken, so I am referring to my 5x5 cube. Now I am saying 5 and 7 and not 6 and 8, as in 6 and 8 also the separation can happen as they are even numbers. 5 and 7 and 3 are odd numbers. So as you can see, there are centers already in their place. No matter what I do, blue will always be opposite of green, and orange will be always opposite of red. So this is what it is. So now that I have taught you how the center works and the parts, let's start solving the cube. Alright, so now I'm going to shuffle it right before your eyes. If you have just bought a new cube, please make sure that you buy a cube that does not get stuck. If you want to practice how to solve a cube very fastly or very fast, so that's the way. And now as you can see, I've shuffled it. Now what I will do first is make the centers. First we will have to make the white center, which is right over here. We will turn and find a white centerpiece. Here it is. We will move the top layer like this so that there is a T-spot here, and rotate it so that we have 2 over here. Now we can rotate, as you have seen another centerpiece here. We will just rotate the top layer and voila. Now if there is a L, if there is a, so like this, make it as an L. So it should be like an L, and here is a piece. Now if your piece is here or here, please move your front face so that it is like this. Now move it upwards, move the top layer like this, and voila, I have made my first center. Let's go on and make the yellow centers and then the rest centers according to this 5x5 cube centers. So I will just place it near me so that I can check its reference whenever I want. As you can see, there are 2 over here already. So as I will put it up, now you will see that my white center has been ruined. So I will move this back, but when I move it up, I will move the top layer like this so that when I move this layer back down, the yellow part does not get moved. Now as you can see, here is my another yellow. I will place it like this, as it will make another 2. Move the top layer and voila, you can see I have made a L. Get it an L, I will move the front face, and voila. As you can see, I have made my white center and my yellow center. So now let's move on and make the blue center. Now I can just move the front face like this, and there's no, if I even move this, neither the yellow is moving or the white. So we can refer to it as an L, move the front face, and voila, done. As you can see, I have made the blue center, yellow center, and the white center. Let's go on and make the red one first. Now when you move it up like this, you will notice you have moved the blue one. But even if you move, one of them is going down alright, right? So sometimes that will happen. Now let's imagine this red piece is not here. So how do you make a 3? I will just move it like this and voila, I've got the red piece. Now we refer to it as an L like this and then do the way I taught you. Now as you can see, there are only these two centers left. So we will refer to the green one as an L or whichever color yours is, like that, like this, and voila, finished. This was how to do all the centers. Now let's do the edges. Alright, so now to pair the edges. We first find the two edges which need to be matched. So as you can see here, red blue and red blue. Now if they're in the different lines but on the same face, then that is the way we want it. But if it's on the same line, that's not the way we want it. So for that, to fix that, we will perform this algorithm. The underneath face clockwise, the right face clockwise, the top face clockwise, the front face counterclockwise, the right face counterclockwise, the top face counterclockwise, and voila. Now sometimes it doesn't happen, but mostly it happens. So as you can see, voila. Now we'll perform the following algorithm. But to perform this algorithm, we need 3 unsolved edges like this. So now, as you can see, I have an edge here which is unsolved. So I can go and do the middle edge like this, top edge like this, the left face like this, the top face like this, and the right face like this. Now as you can see, what we did was we replaced an unsolved edge which was over here and replaced it and with this solved edge, and we didn't even break any centers. So now, performing this algorithm, let's continue and finish all the edges. Yep. So where should this go? Right. Going. Not red way. Now, as you can see, sometimes you don't have any unsolved edges over here. You have to try and get an unsolved edge over. So like I did. Now, let's go on. Now, after you have solved all the edges like I did, you should end up with a completed cube. But sometimes a parity case can occur, like which I will just show you. Now, sometimes this case will occur. So this case is kind of a parity case. So to fix this, we have to put them in the same line. So once you put them in the same line, we will perform the following algorithm. Both round faces clockwise, the right face clockwise, the top face clockwise, the front face clockwise, the right face counterclockwise, the front face counterclockwise, and both down faces counterclockwise. Now, as you can see, we have 3 unsolved edges. Now, let's solve this like a normal cube, like we are normally doing. And voila, this cube is ready to be solved like a 3x3 cube. Now, if I'm going to show how to solve this like a 3x3 cube also in this tutorial. But I won't explain it in full detail like I did in my 3x3 tutorial. So please watch my 3x3 tutorial to understand how to solve it. Now let's go on and solve this as a 3x3 cube. First we have to make a cross, white cross over here. For that we will just match the centers with their centerpiece, edges with the centerpiece, like this. Now like this. And then there's a last edge which should be coming here, which I'm just finding. It's right here, so I will put it down like that and like this, and voila. Now you have put the cross. Now let's put the corners. Oh no! When you place all your corners like I will just do. But before that, I have to teach you an algorithm how to do that. This is known as the right hand algorithm. So we will use this algorithm to get this over here. It may take multiple times you have to do this algorithm to get it over here, but eventually it will get there. If you do this algorithm 6 times, the cube will get back into the way from where you started doing the algorithm. Now let's go and do the right hand algorithm, which is the right face clockwise, the top face clockwise, the right face counterclockwise, the top face counterclockwise. This is the right hand algorithm. Now the left hand algorithm. This is also kind of right hand algorithm but mirrored. So this is left counterclockwise, top counterclockwise, left clockwise, top clockwise. Voila. So now you may use either the right hand algorithm or the left hand algorithm according to your convenience and put the corners in the places. Now when you put the corners in the place like I have almost done, you notice that all your fuzzy centers is wrong. Please take a 5x5 cube or a 3x3 cube, like here. Now look at the centers. Blue is opposite of green and red is opposite of yellow, orange. Now don't think we have to unsolve the whole cube again. There's a very simple algorithm. So we do the both left faces counterclockwise, top face 180 degree and the both left faces clockwise. Then do the same thing but with the right hand. Both right faces clockwise, the top face 180 degrees, the both right faces counterclockwise. Now as you can see, my blue is opposite of green and orange is opposite of red. Now we will make the cross again. And now sometimes the corners are in the wrong position. Just move the right hand algorithm, then move the top face and then do the right hand algorithm. Now let's keep going on and do this and put the corners in their place. In this video, there will also come a parody case. If you don't have a parody case, please watch the video still and do not skip it, as that will be very important to watch. Now, we have done the first row and the white face. Now let's move on to the second and third row, which we will do together like a 3x3 cube, as we have made the two centers edges. We will move them towards the away from the center pieces, which is the orange, and green, which is over here. So it should be here. We will move it opposite of its location. Then if it has to go on the left side, we will do the left hand algorithm first. Then we will turn the cube like this and do the right hand algorithm. If you have to take it into the, like as I move it away from its location, which is here. If you have to get it on the right side, do the right hand algorithm first. Turn the cube like this and do the left hand algorithm. Voila! Now continue doing this. Now sometimes, as you can see in my cube, there are no yellow edges. Are no edges which don't have yellow, and we cannot use yellow edges over here. So first we will just replace the yellow edges with the edge which should not be over here. Now as you can see, it's already opposite of its location, so we will do the left hand algorithm first, turn the cube and do the right hand algorithm. Then as you can see, there's a red blue here. We will move it here, so that's opposite of its location, which is here, and do the left hand algorithm first, turn the cube and do the right hand algorithm. Voila! Now as you can see, I have the parody case. Now if you have a 9 o'clock kind of thingy, a straight line or just a dot, then you don't have a parody case. But if you have it like this with just one edge on its place, or like this with 3 edges solved but one isn't, there you have to do one algorithm. So first, if you have this algorithm, we need to change it into this algorithm, into this parity case. To do that, I will just show you how to do that. We will move the front face on its, so we turn the cube like this and do the front face and do the right hand algorithm and turn the face back. Now you should have a cube that looks like this. Now to perform this algorithm, to solve this, we will do first a new algorithm, which is just follow this algorithm while solving your cube and it should be fine. First, you have to move both right faces 180 degrees, the back face 180 degrees, the top face 180 degrees, the both left faces clockwise, the top face 180 degrees, both right faces counterclockwise, the top face 180 degrees, both right faces clockwise, the front face 180 degrees, and then we realign the centers. Now when you look around at your cube, you will see that these two centers are destroyed. Now we will realign these centers without destroying the other centers. And done. Now as you can see, 4 of our edges have been unsolved. We will quickly solve these and do the whole thing which we just did again. Like as you can see over here, I will quickly solve my edges. Then I shall get that parody case and solve that parody case. Now I have 3 unsolved pairs. I will quickly solve these. And now I'm going to do like I did before. Now if you are following me this time, I will tell you that your centers will stay on their places. So you don't have to get worried that they will be destroyed again. Now I made the cross. Let's put the corners in their places. Now as you can see, my first row on the right side is done again. Now I will just continue and do the rest of the cube like a 3 by 3. And now we'll put this away from its place. Do this like this and this. Take away from the red center like this and this. Take away. Now as you can see, I've done the second and third rows as well. Now I've got a, what do you call it, and 9 o'clock. So now if you have a 9 o'clock, just make it as 9 o'clock and move the front face. Do the right hand algorithm twice. And you should have a completed cube. And if you have a line, move the front face and do the right hand algorithm just once. And if you have a dot, like I will just show you. Like this. Then you move the front face from any side. Do the right hand algorithm once. Turn the front face back. Then you look at it as a 9 o'clock and do the front face and do the right hand algorithm twice. And voila. You should have a cross. Now now I'll just show you what to do when you have a cross and not the corners. Now you will perform this algorithm, which I will just show you. The first right face clockwise, the top face clockwise, the right face counterclockwise, the top face clockwise, the right face clockwise, the top face 180 degrees, and the right face counterclockwise. And voila, you should have a cross that looks like this. Now do the right hand algorithm. Now do the algorithm which I just showed you again. And voila, you should have a cube that looks like this, with the whole yellow side solved and the whole white side solved, and the 3 layers of every color solved. Now we move on to the corners. Now first we have to place them so that at least 2 corners are light. If they're diagonal, you have to do the same algorithm, which I will show you twice. So, if you have them diagonal, you have to do the right hand algorithm 3 times. Then turn the cube and do the left hand algorithm 3 times. And then go on and do the same algorithm which I just taught you a few minutes ago. And now you should have 2 correct corners on the same side and 2 on the wrong places on the same side. Now if you had this case before also, then now you have to do the same thing, the right hand algorithm 3 times with the 2 solved corners on your left side. Turn the cube and do the left hand algorithm 3 times. and then do the same algorithm which I just taught you. Once you are a speed cuber, then this will all seem like a piece of cake. Now all of the corners are in place. Now all we have to do is do the edges. Now if you have a case like mine with all the 4 edges wrong, then just perform from any one side. First the right hand algorithm 1 time, the left hand algorithm 1 time, then the right hand algorithm 5 times. And then the left hand algorithm 5 times. Now you should have a completed side. Do the same thing on the completed side and you should have a whole cube. If you're not and still only one side is missing, do the same thing again. Now I want to show you a parallel case which may occur while solving the cube, which I will just show you in 1 second. Now as you can see, either you have a case like this or a case where 2 sides on the opposite sides are solved. So first, if you have a case like this, you have to make them opposite. So for that, let's see if we get the one of the completed side on the left side. We do the right hand algorithm first, then the left hand algorithm first, then the right hand algorithm 5 times, then the left hand algorithm 5 times. And as we will see, we have moved them both, so they are opposite now. Now to switch these 2 edges without ruining anything, we will perform the following algorithm. The middle right piece 180 degrees, the top face 180 degrees, the middle right face again 180 degrees, both right faces 180 degrees, both top faces 180 degrees, the middle right face 180 degrees. And voila! Your cube is solved. Congratulations if you made it this far. Thank you. Please like and subscribe to my channel.